business owners. Now, your host of the Business Happy Hour, Frank Coto.
Hey, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour. Hope you guys are having a great day. We are having a good one in here so far. Had ourselves a nice little breakfast over there at the Broken Yolk Cafe together. Is that what it's called? Broken Yolk?
It's called under poached eggs.
Another broken egg.
Another broken egg. Another undercooked poached egg. No, it's good. We always have good breakfast over there. We want to say hi to our friends over there at Another Broken Egg.
They really do have great food, though. I mean, honestly, their menu's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we like it. We like it. Biscuits and waffles and what do you call it on top of that? And hollandaise.
Little higher quality than Hooters. Certain aspects.
The view isn't the same.
I know the view's not quite the same, but
so anyway, I'm your host Frank Coto, owner of TampaBay Plumbers. I was going to say I am also owning Ryan's company right now.
Hey man, here's the keys. Here's the keys, brother.
I'm a success, just like that. Owner of 813 Mortgage and Lincoln Lending Group, your source for a no-fee mortgage, no junk fees, no BS. You go to 813mortgage.com and do your application. We'll take good care of you. Mention the Business Happy Hour, and you get even better service somehow, if that's possible. And then Ryan is the true owner of Ryan Pelky, owner of TampaBay Plumbers, 813 Plumbers.
The one, the only.
The company, I just give it back to him. So now he owns it again. But he was my inspiration for the 813 mortgage whole thing, which it's going great.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing with those vanity numbers. I mean, people can't forget about you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night, 813 Plumber.
Yeah, there you go.
That's literally what happened. I don't know why that happened. That's pretty strange. I wish I had different dreams. let's not go exactly where.
Maybe we should go back to Hooters. Go back to Hooters. We'll get you other dreams.
But no, I woke up in the middle of the night saying 813 Plumber, and within a week I had it. I had the number.
Yeah, and then a couple weeks later, you told me the idea, and we sat there on your patio and looked up the Magic Jack phone number for 813 Mortgage. So thank you, Magic Jack, for selling me the best phone number for the cheapest price.
Yeah, it's like $8.
And then Doug Ford, the owner of Suncoast Roofing Solutions, 888-88-ROOF, 888-888-ROOF.
Yeah, I didn't have a revelation or anything. I just
no epiphanies.
Just came up with it.
Whole bunch of eights, the word roof, you're in.
Exactly.
Yeah, good enough. So don't forget to call us for all those things. Today's going to be an interesting show. We've got an exciting guest, someone that I got to meet through a personal real estate transaction, and helped me out tremendously, and actually has helped my company in a few different ways, and I've learned about his company because of that. And actually, he has a little bit of experience in radio himself. You may have heard him on some other stations, even on this station with some people. It is Leo Kane with Beryl Engineering, Beryl Engineering. How are we doing, Leo?
I'm doing great. I'm jealous of you guys that have a phone number that's unique. I mean, I have a different phone number for almost every marketing effort, so I actually generated a phone number to be here today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, that's smart. That's smart.
That is. What, you want to give that number while we're talking?
I have to look it up on my text. I think it's a 302 number.
You generated it.
Yeah. It's just crazy trying to track everything. Yeah, it's 813-302-1830. That's our new phone number just for this show.
302-1830?
Yeah, that's very smart. It's a lot easier to track your marketing efforts, when you do that.
It makes business cards a little more trickier, though.
It definitely makes business cards trickier.
Yeah, positively. But hey, I mean, if you're spending a lot of money on advertising, it's nice to know what your return on investment is if you're really serious about that. Absolutely.
Actually, that brings up something I want to talk about with you guys. So before I do that, but Leo, you guys can find them at Beryl, BERYL, projectengineering.com, berylprojectengineering.com. When we get closer to the third segment, we're going to focus on exactly what Beryl does. We're going to talk about what they did for me. But in a nutshell, they do home inspections. They do residential inspections. They can do 203K inspections for rehabs. Even the Fannie Mae rehabs they could probably do. And losing my ears here. Structural inspections, permitting, and for me, they did a reserve study. So we're going to tell people what that is. But I'm losing my train of thought now. There was something.
Won't find very many professional engineers that are home inspectors. I can promise you that.
No. We definitely won't, and I didn't. In finding them, they came highly recommended through some people that I've known. And
well, actually, when I saw his name come up on our show as a guest, I did a little research on him, and I was shocked to find out he was a home inspector.
Right.
I mean, I work with professional engineers all the time, and we do a lot of water distribution systems for multi-housing units, multiple housing units. Like we're doing a 500 unit community right now, right down the street. And obviously the whole system has to be designed by a PE. We do engineer inspection programs on it, so the engineers out there every single day. We don't even use the building department to inspect these jobs because they're so big. You have to have an engineer out there for most of the time. So very familiar with PEs, and they're very, very talented, very educated people. So it's refreshing to see someone with that kind of qualification doing home inspections.
Yeah, I completely agree. Having an engineer doing that, honestly,
it's a whole new level.
Yeah, your average home
But are
inspector.
you out there doing the inspections yourself, or do you have other people underneath of you?
Well, there's a staff of 11, but I firmly believe that I shouldn't have anyone do anything that I haven't done myself or don't do myself on a regular basis. So
Now, do you hire engineers, or is it just you just
little both. We're about half and half. We've got a design staff of 3. We've got 2 engineering inspectors, and then we've got 4 home inspectors. So, I mean, we're pretty diverse to help with all the needs of the going through real estate transactions out there.
And they're a small local business. That's what I like about them as well. I mean, we are 3 small self-made business owners, and we like to have like-minded people help you guys out. Speaking of local, I'm sorry, my ears keep messing up on me. I think my cord on my earphones today is going out, so if I sound funny.
Hey, man, what do you expect for a $400 set of Bose speakers?
I know. I should get one of those $60 pair that everybody else has on right
these
now.
Sonys, that's what all the pros use.
God, I'm not a pro.
$50.
Can't even hear myself. I'm going to take these things off. So speaking of local, the Lightning are in the second round right now. Doug is our in-house, non-self-proclaimed Lightning expert. We put him on the spot every single show. The only reason is because he has season tickets and we don't. So he's supposed to know more than us.
Yeah.
What's going on with the Lightning, Doug?
Yeah, they are on the second round. Saturday is either going to be, I think, a 3 o'clock game or 8 o'clock. If Toronto wins, I think it's 8, and if Boston wins, it's going to be at 3.
Okay. So
I'm
they're in
hoping
game 7.
Toronto wins.
So by the time this airs, on Sunday morning, if you guys
Hopefully
are watching
we beat Toronto is what I'm hoping.
Right. We will be 1-0 and hopefully playing Toronto.
We hope, yes.
All right, so we'll see how that goes. We are very excited about our Lightning team. And if you haven't driven by the iHeart Studio, it is no longer the iHeart Studio. It is the Tampa Bay Lightning Studio because the banner outside is bigger than the entire building.
Really? The funny thing is I didn't even notice it.
How could you not notice?
If you go, all of Tampa Bay is nothing but giant banners with Go Bolts.
I love it. I like the SunTrust building downtown. You seen that?
That's
for years they've been
there.
doing that.
Yeah.
But they put the lightning bolt on the top of the SunTrust building.
That's cool. I love how they do that every for all the holidays.
That is nice. So that's our local news.
You definitely don't need to raise your hand here. Just.
I was going to say Ybor City right now. They're still riding the high of the Raybor City. So
Raybor City.
You're not seeing a lot of bolts right now in Ybor City. It's all Rays.
It is. I'm excited about that.
Is that a done data?
That's done. From what I understand, it is done.
It better be, or the city's going to have to rebrand itself. Rebranding is Raybor City.
Raybor City.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's going to go right there. I mean, you're talking about the whole Vinnick project, Channel Side. You've got Ybor City. You've got the Rays Stadium. Excuse me, over there.
Is it I-70, I-4, or 275? Is it
wasn't
bad
a
enough?
mess.
God.
Right?
Let's redo the whole road.
Are they
going to
get rid of all the shipping ports and stuff too as well? I mean,
I drove by the other day where it's supposed to be, and they're going to have to change some things, and all of those giant boats are getting fixed and everything. I assume that's going away, right? Where all the cargo things.
I don't know. I don't think it can.
So.
I mean,
It's going to be further south.
It's a little further south.
I'm on the Ybor City Development Corporation, so all of that is further south and not really going to impact. They are going to change the exits off of 275. So instead of getting off at 21st, 22nd, it's going to go past 14th, and then you're going to get spit out there. So they are going to reconfigure the highway for it.
Really? There's not going to be a direct exit into Ybor anymore then? You're going to go
it's going to be on the west side as opposed to the east side.
So we get to enjoy about 5 years of backed up traffic around downtown.
Yes.
Tampa.
awesome.
Wait, I'd only want 5 years. I've been dealing with that for 15.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
true.
Actually, we've been dealing with it since I was born. I mean, I remember
Malfunction Junction?
Malfunction Junction's always been Malfunction Junction, and as soon as they finish it, it's still
Malfunction
Junction.
Junction.
It's like, come on, plan for the future here.
But that's what they do.
You're on the planning committee. I mean, come on, man.
That's the problem is they plan enough for the 10 years and they go, well, we'll have jobs again 10 more years because they're constantly, having to make it bigger and bigger. They don't think for the future at all.
Well, hey, hold on now. Let's talk about this job thing. Let me divert out of Tampa. Let me talk about the Democrats' new plan. Not just jobs for everyone. We're not going to give you jobs. We're just going to give you money.
No, but you can get a guaranteed job if you want one.
Oh, okay.
And you can get Medicaid if you want it.
Okay, I'll take it.
And the biggest thing is $1,000 a month for every single U.S. citizen.
I'm rich.
Yep, from the ages of 18 and 64. If you're between the ages of 18 and 64, you're going to get $1,000 a month.
So I never have to work again.
So I guess if there's 200 million people between the ages of 18 and 64, which I guess that's probably pretty
I love our statistician
estimate, right?
here. He's pretty close.
You're talking $200 billion a month in payroll.
Okay.
$200 billion a month.
200 billion with a B.
Where's this money going to come from?
Well, we're all business owners in here, right? We got it. We got it covered.
Hey, I guess Bezos could front it for about 15 days. So,
there you go. 15 days. You got it, Jeff. Do it for us. So that's the plan. Don't understand. I don't think it's endorsed by everyone, is it, Ryan?
No, it's just one of the Democratic candidates. But there, the article that we were reading this morning, which was pretty interesting, is that it seems like as left as the Democratic Party was during the last election, it seems like they're even going further left. In 2020, like they're actually going more extreme with those types of.
How can we afford
policies.
any of this stuff?
No, I say let's just send them on a field trip to Venezuela and have a look at what that type of policy does.
Communism is great for everyone, right?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I was going to say, going back to my high school little political wheel, too far left, you're in communism and socialism.
That you remember the whole wheel? That's right.
Rules.
But then if you start leaning right, everything's gonna fall apart. Anyway, we got to take a break, guys. You're listening to the Business Happy Hour here on 970 with our guest Leo Kane from Beryl Engineering. You can find them at Beryl BERYL projectengineering.com. Don't forget to find our podcast on iHeart Radio website. Just search for the Business Happy Hour, and you can find us there. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Ryan with TampaBay Plumbers. Thank you for choosing us for all of your plumbing, septic, and water treatment needs. What makes us different at TampaBay Plumbers is that we're a local full-service plumbing contractor that can handle any project, large or small, including cured-in-place pipelining, septic installations, and various water treatment products. You can find us at tampaplumber.net or 24/7 by phone at 813-PLUMBER. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you. This is Ryan with TampaBay Plumbers. At some point, we've all had to have a drain line snaked out. This typically involves running a steel cable through the drain line in an effort to clear a blockage. This often leaves a film of scale or buildup on the inside of the pipe with a hole in the middle. The only way to properly descale a drain line is to perform a hydrojet service. We use equipment that essentially pressure washes the inside of the pipe, leaving your drain lines free and clear. The two symptoms of a sewer backup are foul odors and slow-moving drains. If you are experiencing either of these, contact us at tampaplumber.net or 813-PLUMBER. My name is Ryan, and I'm the production manager for TampaBay Plumbers, your one-stop shop for all of your plumbing and septic needs. We pride ourselves on building the reputation as the best plumbing and septic company in the Tampa Bay area. But don't take it from me. Look us up on Google and you will see that we have a 4.8 star rating with over 100 reviews. We also have multiple awards and recognition from multiple online review sites such as Angie's List, Yelp, and Facebook. We do everything plumbing and septic, from residential to commercial, new construction to service. You can find us at tampaplumber.net or call us at 813-PLUMBER. I'm Ryan with TampaBay Plumbers. As a plumbing and septic company with over 100 years of combined experience, we know how frustrating a sewer backup can be. That is why we pride ourselves on being able to identify the cause of a problem before a backup ever happens. One of the tools we use to identify a problem in the sewer system is a video inspection camera. This camera runs through the drain line and is able to identify and locate any problems in the sewer system on a live feed. We then take that information from the live feed and are able to provide a recommendation on how to best fix the problem, oftentimes without the use of any excavation. If you are experiencing any problems with your sewer system, you can find us at tampaplumber.net or call us at 813-PLUMBER.
Hi, I'm Ryan with TampaBay Plumbers, and welcome to our website. So what's different about TampaBay Plumbers? Everything is different about us. Our company does literally everything that involves plumbing, water, drainage, sewer, septic. We handle it from A to Z, which is completely different than just about every company in town. If you call a plumber, they don't do septic necessarily. Definitely if you call a septic contractor, they don't do plumbing. In addition to doing a very wide scope of services, we do them extremely well. And the reason why is our process and our people. We have spent many years perfecting our craft, and we've also spent many years finding the best people to operate our system. And we have by far the best plumbers in town. I will put my guys up against any companies, anywhere, anytime, any place. And that's just evidence in the type of quality work that we put out. Go online and look at our reviews on Google, look at our reviews on Angie's List. No one else is as highly rated as us unless they're putting bogus reviews up. But our company takes a lot of pride in what we do on a daily basis, and we hope that you give us a chance. Again, I'm Ryan with TampaBay Plumbers. Thanks a lot for visiting our site.
You have been listening to the Business Happy Hour with Frank Coto, Ryan Pelky, and Doug Ford. Now, back to the show.
Hey, guys, welcome back to the show. Got my earphones fixed. A little battery problem. You know, those cheap earphones.
Yeah.
They have batteries.
What do you get for $400?
Battery problems. So total side note, during the break, we always have more fun, it almost seems like. And Ryan, you were just telling an interesting story about something you did sitting on your patio the other day.
Yeah, and it's been the most liberating experience. I'll rewind just a second. So how many times have you been driving by bus stops, and you see everyone sitting there looking at their phone. You go out to a restaurant.
Yep.
And you have a husband and a wife sitting across from each other.
And the two kids.
And the kids are on the iPad.
Yep.
And the husband and wife are literally sitting there staring at their phone.
Yeah.
So
all the time.
Yep, I'm out there. I'm out back drinking scotch.
Nice,
Finished
classy.
15, actually.
I love it.
And Saturday night's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and boom, deleted my Facebook app.
Gone
off the phone, and it's never to return. It's done.
What's that like?
It's very liberating, actually. I find myself not looking at my phone nearly as much as I used to. I literally just look at it for my emails and my stock trades. That's it.
That's so. What about you, Doug? How often do you look at Facebook on the phone? He's on it right now. I can see it. Is he on it? No. He's texting. See, okay. So when you're on your phone, what are you doing? You're either texting, you're on Facebook, maybe email.
I try to look at emails only a couple times a day because that's very distracting.
Right.
I look at something called Flipboard a lot.
What's that?
It's just it's an app to read articles. So I choose what articles I want to read, and you pretty much that's.
What, it pulls news articles from all across?
Yes.
It allows you to censor yourself on what news comes in. Good Morning Vietnam style.
There is obviously CNN, there's USA Today, there's Washington Post. I mean, there's whatever you want.
Oh, those are good ones.
No, you choose whatever you want.
Just deleted Instagram. Instagram's gone.
This is NPR.
Just flush that out too.
NPR. I mean, you choose what stations you want to read, and that's what I do.
Yeah, so I'm either on my text message, sometimes email like Doug, or Fox News.
Or Audible.
That's it.
I do a lot of Fox News as well.
What do you think of the way they revamped the website? I don't like it either.
It always takes a little bit to get used to the new platforms.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I kind of like
fear
it before.
change.
Yeah, I think we all do. The older you get, the less you take to it.
Yeah, that's it.
Like your dad.
My dad
has your secretary print out his emails. He handwrites the response and then she faxes it.
We told this story last week. My dad's 80.
Love that.
He usually had his secretary literally print out his emails, bring them to him. He would write down what to say back, and she'd have to go back and respond to people or fax them.
Hey, but like you said, it goes right in line with this story with the Facebook thing. I mean, that's a personal way of doing it. Your dad actually took time and, thoughtfully responded to the people that messaged him.
It's a good point.
You think about it.
And then sends it via fax, which no one can read.
On the paper that has the stuff on the side, we have to tear it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. How many people read their emails 100%? I have like 400,000 unread emails right now in my...
Right. I think email's dead, personally.
I don't respond to them. I read some of them, but I don't respond to the morning. My morning's time is when I go through my emails and respond.
Yeah.
Other than that, throughout the day, unless it's really important, I don't get a response.
I'm trying. What do you do? What do you do, Leo? Do you guys? I mean, you run a business. You probably have to get a lot of your stuff through email, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, we do online orders. We're constantly emailing back and forth. Google Hangouts to just communicate to the office staff, the inspectors. So we use email quite a bit.
Yeah.
So definitely not dead in our world. But we use text messages as well. We use an automated messaging system to remind clients about appointments, text them about appointments, giving them every opportunity to remember they wanted to cancel before we send someone out to the house and
then have to charge them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. And for businesses, you kind of have to do it. But this whole Facebook thing, that's interesting. I'm interested you got off that because I do think that.
So I still have Facebook. Like I still
you can go on from the computer.
This guy go on a computer.
It's on his backup phone and his 3 computers.
Right.
Basically,
you know what?
I'm on my laptop maybe once a day.
Right.
And so, but my point is that I'm tired of walking around seeing people attached to their phone and not interacting with other human beings. That level of communication is vanishing.
It's being lost.
Yeah,
it is. Well, we've been trying at Lincoln Lending to change things from getting away from the digital as much and add back in that phone conversation with people.
That's pretty much how I communicate.
Yeah.
If someone emails me, I pick up the telephone.
Yeah, it's just easier.
Call them. Yeah.
Easier.
I mean,
I even like the text message better. At least it's short and to the point.
Yeah.
But anyway. So what we got to get into this real quick about the what do you call it the market? Well, actually, the Dems' new platform, that was just funny. We breezed over it, but the whole thing about free money for America, I laugh every time I hear it because the money obviously has to come from somewhere. But go with that. It's a good idea.
Can you imagine the inflation? Oh my God. The hyperinflation.
It'd be insane. So what about the market? We were looking at some stats, and Leo's going to have some information on this, especially as we get into what his company does. But so Ryan, you were showing us this morning that the closed sales from January to January,
year over
17 to 18,
right,
are now down. This is real estate, 7.5%.
Yeah, down 7.5%. The closings, closed sales.
The volume of actual closed transactions.
Right. The number of closed sales in January 18 was 1,112. January 2017 was 1,202.
And this is Hillsborough County.
Yeah, just Hillsborough County, down 7.5% year over year. But because the average sales price actually increased 12.7%,
right?
Total dollar volume actually increased 4.2%.
Right.
So
interesting. Supply and demand obviously takes into play here, and with both you guys, actually everybody here running these service-related companies, my opinion at breakfast was that it would be hurting our companies because we're getting less transactions. What are you thinking, Leo?
I'm in the process of starting. I'm going to do the posting later today, but I need to hire 2 more people. We're not seeing a slowdown. I keep trying to find seasonality in our business, and maybe it's our marketing and all the different phone numbers we have. But that's, by the way, 302-1830.
There you go. 813-302-1830.
Yeah, but we need to hire more people. We're not seeing a slowdown, but we do so many different types of inspections, and we're a one-stop shop, so maybe that has something to do with it. But yeah, I was talking to some colleagues the other day. Again, Hillsborough County, Pinellas Pasco is actually leading the nation, or one of the leading the nation. They had a 14.8% increase in property values, but we're seeing anywhere from a 5 to 8% decrease in volume. But there's still so many transactions.
That's just because inventory is drying up. That's why prices are rising. Even with rising rates, it's eventually the demand is going to have to slow down. I mean, you would think.
I don't know if in Florida as much as other states. I mean, if we have more people moving in than moving out.
True. I guess that's right. I mean, if you look at our prices here, if you compare them on a national average, I mean, we're still one of the more affordable markets.
Oh, so
how many more years are the baby boomers going to be moving? I mean, is another 3 to 5, 5 to 7? I mean,
baby boomers had kids.
That's how many years we'll have of just consistent growth.
Yeah, Florida's always going to be a retirement destination.
But that's not true. We went through many years where Florida people are moving out rather than moving in because we had problems with our taxes. We had problems with property insurance, and people were like, forget that, I'm just going to leave.
You're talking about during the financial collapse?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
so
here, let's
maybe a 2-year.
We're going to take a quick break here. Guys are listening to the Business Happy Hour. Make sure you find our app. Go to the iHeart Radio and find the app, and then you can listen to the Business Happy Hour. When we get back, we're going to talk about rising interest rates, what it means for you, and we're here with Leo from Barrel Engineering. We'll be back in a minute.
Hi friends, it's Frank Coto again with Lincoln Lending Group. I wanted to take a moment and tell you what 813 Mortgage and the "You Drop the E, We Drop the Fee" slogan means. What it means is we're not going to charge you any underwriting fees, processing fees, bank fees, or junk fees. Do me a favor and look at your last closing statement from your last mortgage. See what the bank or the mortgage broker charged you. I'll guarantee in most cases it was over $1,300. That's what you're going to save if you come to Lincoln Lending Group and give us an opportunity to earn your business. We're a wholesale mortgage lender. We have the lowest rates in town, so call 813 Mortgage today. And don't forget, you drop the E, we'll drop your fee. Hey Tampa Bay, it's Frank Coto, president of the Lincoln Lending Group and 813 Mortgage. I'm coming to you live from the lobby of our brand new building at 6944 West Lineball Avenue, right outside of West Chase. I want to take a moment and thank all of you for helping us make this dream come true and be in business for 15 years. We are here to serve the Tampa Bay community and the rest of Florida for all your lending needs. Some of the programs that I'd like to talk about for just a moment would be our VA loan. Thank you for your service to all of the veterans, and in return for that, we're not going to charge any veterans any fees ever. That's no processing fee, no underwriting fee, and no bank fee. And as a matter of fact, our veterans can qualify with a credit score as low as 550. For people who are not veterans, they could get an FHA loan with a credit score as low as 500. And don't forget about our exciting subprime products like 1 day out of bankruptcy, foreclosure, and short sale, as well as our bank statement programs, where instead of W-2s, tax returns, and pay stubs, you just provide 24 months of your personal or business bank statements, and you can get a loan and make the dream happen for your family as well. Please don't forget to call us at 813 Mortgage, where you drop the E and we'll drop the fee. Thanks again.
Ryan Pelky and Doug Ford. Now, back to the show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour. In studio with Leo Kane from Beryl Engineering, BERYL, projectengineering.com. Leo, what's that phone number?
I believe it is 813-312. Actually, I don't remember.
No, 302. Hold on.
1830. There's an 1830. Too many phone numbers.
Yeah. What is it?
813-302-1830. That's 813-302-1830.
He sounds like a radio guy.
Yeah.
You've done radio, haven't you?
Yeah, a little bit here and there.
All right, so finishing up this talk, and then we're going to go into the whole Beryl Engineering story, and I want to say what you guys did for me and let you kind of take it away. But rates are up. You guys were talking about supply and demand before we left. Interesting, in all the service companies, because you guys are all related to my industry, obviously in real estate, and I thought you guys would slow down because we had less unit sales.
We're so busy right now, Frank. It's we can't be any busy. Like I can't until I get more qualified labor. I mean,
so you've got the same problem as Leo, and you've got the same problem finding quality roofers.
We have what, jobs till almost July right now?
Gosh. So the problem really is finding qualified workers to get out there and do the job.
Though we have slowed down in volume as far as calls right now because we are tied to weather. So we haven't had much rain, so therefore we don't get as much.
We're praying for no rain. You're doing rain dances in your backyard.
I don't, trust me. We're booked till rainy season. I don't need any more rain.
Yeah, roofing's about to explode because what's going to happen is all the people that didn't get repairs after Irma that think they can get another year out of life out of the roof, and they're really missing shingles or tiles and they don't even know it. They're going to find out in the next month.
Yeah, we're going at things a little bit different. We have a couple banks we're working with, and so instead of giving people a price for a roof, we're going to give them a monthly price.
What?
So we're going to give you your proposal and say your monthly price is going to be $189 a month or $225, or we're not going to give them a price for a roof anymore.
Wow, that's a good idea.
The reason why we just came up with that is because we realized that everything in this world now is revolving around my cell phone is a monthly payment. Your car is a monthly payment.
Oh, you mean the American way?
Everything's a monthly payment. So people are like, oh, if it's $20,000 roof, and they get scared. Where I'm like, well, that's a $225 a month payment.
I got it. I can do it.
They look at like, oh, wow, it's a lot easier to maintain.
Except for they're paying $30,000 for the $20,000 roof. But that's
whatever.
America.
So are you working with a bank for that?
Yeah, I have a couple different banks we're working with.
Yeah, that's
very good.
That's awesome. That'll help with cash flows.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Because we get paid directly from the bank as soon as the job is done. We don't have to deal with
a discount?
We don't.
No? I mean, so the bank doesn't, you get funded 100% of the invoice value?
Correct.
No way.
Is the bank Lincoln Lending?
No.
Oh, man.
One actually is a company called, which you might be able to play with, is Y Green. So they're actually taking the value. If you own 10% equity in your home and you have a 500 credit score, you get up to 100%, loan to value of the roof. Say it's $20,000.
They're putting a second mortgage on the house.
Nope.
No?
They're tacking it to your taxes. So your payment that you pay for taxes, it's tacked to your property.
Yes.
But you pay it with your taxes once a year.
I have started seeing this on more and more real estate transactions for solar systems, for water systems.
Yes.
I mean, you could probably do it plumbing. Anything that can be labeled green.
What is it?
Yes, it's called Y Green, and it's a program that they've developed that, like I said, as long as you have 10% equity and like a 500 credit score, you automatically qualify for it. And what it does is they take, say it's a $20,000 roof, they'll loan over 10, 20 years at like $100 a month, which is like $1,200 a year, and they tack it onto your payment for your taxes.
It actually goes on your tax bill.
Yes.
So when you see the new trim notice, it's added to your taxes.
Yes.
So if you're escrowed with your lender, it gets collected.
So
no matter
either
what.
it's monthly or yearly, however you pay for your taxes.
And if you don't pay, they foreclose on you.
How do you not have a 500 credit score?
How do you not have
Frank, I'm sure, has seen plenty of.
I've seen that plenty of. By the way, we do loans for veterans with no minimum credit score, and FHA down to 500. Call me now. 813mortgage.com. Sorry, staff, they're gonna hate me for that.
Buy here, pay here roof.
Buy here, pay here. So here we're getting free roofs from Doug's. You're getting no credit score VA loans from me. Ryan, give us something.
Talking about free roofs and free plumbing. I mean, we're not giving exactly that, but one program that we should talk about is our 4-point solutions.
Yes, and I want Leo's opinion on this as well. So Leo, before we even talk about your company, what do you think of all the property inspections you guys do, residential? Let's not say the rehab ones necessarily, because there's problems there. But you go out and you do these inspections. How many homes have issues that you believe will probably have to be fixed before it could be financed? Percentage-wise, roughly.
It's a trick question. I mean, there's something called a 4-point inspection for a house that's over 30 years old.
And you guys do those, right?
And we do those. And specifically geared towards insurance companies telling you, we're not going to insure this house unless you get these repairs made. Right. So anything under 30 years, you pretty much can get away with. So
let's go with the 4 points, because that's where we're focusing here. Yeah. What do you think? How many do you come up with some issue on? 10%, 20%, 50%?
Yeah, probably 20 to 30%.
Okay. So 20 to 30%. We're gonna bring this full circle. But keep that in mind, listeners. 20 to 30% of the 4-point inspections Leo does have some sort of issue that will probably need a remedy prior to closing. That we would guess that can't be insurable, or Fannie Mae or FHA won't like it, so it's going to have to be fixed. All right, and the question is, who fixes it? So keep that in mind. Let's talk to Leo for a second. Leo with Barrel Project Engineering. 813-302-1830.
Love that number.
Hi, free number. We met because I had a condo purchase, and I needed a reserve study done on this condo building for me. And these reserve studies can, in my experience, take sometimes a couple weeks to get done. They can be really expensive. And so I called around and I had somebody refer me over to Barrel, and I called him up, and I think I talked to Leo first, as a matter of fact, which is why I like working with small local companies, by the way, because I actually spoke to the guy who was going to do my inspection, told him what we needed done. Not only did they get it done for a great price, I got to say. I'm not going to throw numbers out here.
Did you get reimbursed?
I haven't asked for reimbursement yet, but I want to get in nice with them first, and then I'm going to go after that. But I basically had to pay for a condo, reserve study to be done on this place I was buying, because they didn't have one done. And by state statute, they have to have one done every 5 years.
Yeah, it's a capital improvement plan. Basically, it breaks out the large costs. And with condominiums, they should be collecting money for operations and money for reserves.
Right.
That way, they don't hit all the owners up with a special assessment saying, we need $15,000 a unit owner to buy a new roof or to repipe the whole building. So you plan for it over time. And this is basically a planning document where we're going to say we're going to repaint the building in 3 years. Mm-hmm. I'm going to replace the roof in 8. I'm going to replace the elevators in 15.
Right.
How much money do I need to be collecting year after year so I don't have to turn to the unit owners and hit them with a special assessment?
Bingo. So first of all, if you are a condo owner, especially if you're on the association or the board, listen carefully, because if you're not getting these inspections done every 5 years, you're A, breaking a statute, and you're B, setting up all of the unit owners for trouble down the road. And this is why they have special assessments, which if you ever owned a condo and had one, it's terrible. You all of a sudden get a bill for $5,000 in the mail.
I've seen boards get sued. It's a D&O policy, but I've seen boards get sued because they did not have a reserve study,
right,
and then something comes up and they have to special assess the unit owners, and the unit owners sue the board.
Right, because it's their job to make sure that they're keeping these. So what I want to do is first thank you for doing the work because you gave me a great price, but you turned this thing around, and I don't want to put you on the hook for doing it all the time, but you turned it around in less than 2 days for me.
That I would not have been able to do that if it wasn't for your staff. Because we have to pry information from the property managers and from the boards. We need the background information. When was the last time these projects happened? How much were they? When do you plan to do them again? I need to see a copy of the declarations. Usually it takes 3 or 4 weeks for the property manager to give us all the documents. Oh. So my speed at building the study is a testament to your staff hounding the property management company.
Nice. Okay, I had no idea, so I appreciate that. That's good. But the point being is, what do we always say is we're only as good as our customers. So if our customers are good and they're helpful, and getting us in to help us do the job and paying us quickly and things like that, then we can move quickly. So that's awesome. So I wanted to have you on, the show to talk about that and to thank you for doing that for me. And then subsequently, I found out you did all these other things that are involved in all of our businesses. Like, I'll let you take it away. What do you guys focus on? The home inspection, the renovation? Yeah,
I mean, we focus on a lot. Basically, if you're in the process of buying or selling a home, call us.
Yep.
We can do your home inspection. There's a value to be done, like the really rich people with their expensive $750,000 and up homes, they always get a pre-sale inspection.
Right.
That way they don't have to worry about buyers beating them up. Because oftentimes we do a pre-sale, we do a home inspection after the fact, and the buyer turns to the seller and say, hey, I want $30,000 off the price because we found these items.
Right.
The smart sellers get that document up front. They already know. They say it's already part of the purchase price. Oftentimes we're helping roofers out a lot with expired permits. What ends up happening in the summer, all the counties here, they want 2 inspections. They want a halfway inspection, and then they want a final inspection when all the roof product's on. Well, if there's a big thunderstorm coming, are you going to leave half the roof undone?
No.
So
you got to go out there and finish it.
Yeah, they're going to finish it, so we'll certify the roof was installed correctly, which the counties require at that point. So
it's like a retroactive permit.
Yeah, it's usually a roofer that doesn't know how to do their job. It's like all you got to do is call an inspection in when you're doing your job, and it's happened maybe once in the entire 10 years I've ever been doing roofing.
I will say, though, I mean, using an engineer for inspections is phenomenal.
Yeah, but you can literally make a phone call to the county and say, hey, come out and do my drying inspection, or you can pay $350. How much you charge?
Yeah, $350 to $500.
$350 to have him do an inspection for you because you didn't pick up the phone call.
But if the rain's coming and the inspector runs late, or I've seen county inspectors before, they show up to a house, the maid's mopping the tile floor, inspector doesn't walk in, turns around, walks away from the house. Builder's now lost another entire day building a house.
Exactly. When we're doing water main jobs, we have $2,000 plus a day just in labor sitting out there, 15 different guys.
Wow.
So
if you got to wait on an inspector.
Yeah, you can't afford it. You have a guy that's 4 hours late.
Yeah, but most inspectors, I mean, what I find is if you know the inspector, you can call them and ask them, hey, what time do you think you're coming to our job? It's all about doing your due diligence, and it'll save you a lot of money in the long run.
Good for Leo and everybody that there's not that many reputable people out there.
We'll say this.
We don't certify something that's not built or installed correctly.
Right.
Of course.
Right.
But you are working. When I hire an engineer, they're working for me. I'm paying them.
Right.
So I be there at 8 o'clock in the morning. And they're there at 8 o'clock in the morning. There's no question about it. So I get my AIA documents stamped, sealed, boom. And they don't charge me $350 a day because they're coming out almost every day. So it's $100 a visit.
So something interesting about Beryl that you've already pushed on is the fact that you guys are engineers and inspectors. I got 30 seconds. I got to push this in before we go to break. But you can do structural. And I can't tell you how many times you get these, I hate to say it, but jackwagon inspectors out there who took a weekend course, have no real engineering or structural background. They look at a crack and they say, oh, it might be a sinkhole. You better get a structural engineer out here.
Yeah. We that's actually how we first got introduced to your company. We helped you out on like 3 deals where you needed to have a structural guy come out and take a look at what an appraisers think they're sinkhole experts. They're like, might be a sinkhole.
Yep. All right, we got to take a quick break. We're on the Business Happy Hour with Beryl Engineering, 813-302-1830. We'll be right back to talk about structural inspections and more engineering.
Hi, I'm Ryan with TampaBay Plumbers. Thank you for choosing us for all of your plumbing, septic, and water treatment needs. What makes us different at TampaBay Plumbers is that we're a local full-service plumbing contractor that can handle any project, large or small, including cured-in-place pipelining, septic installations, and various water treatment products. You can find us at tampaplumber.net or 24/7 by phone at 813-PLUMBER. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you. This is Ryan with TampaBay Plumbers. At some point, we've all had to have a drain line snaked out. This typically involves running a steel cable through the drain line in an effort to clear a blockage. This often leaves a film of scale or buildup on the inside of the pipe with a hole in the middle. The only way to properly descale a drain line is to perform a hydrojet service. We use equipment that essentially pressure washes the inside of the pipe, leaving your drain lines free and clear. The two symptoms of a sewer backup are foul odors and slow-moving drains. If you are experiencing either of these, contact us at tampaplumber.net or 813-PLUMBER. My name is Ryan, and I'm the production manager for TampaBay Plumbers, your one-stop shop for all of your plumbing and septic needs. We pride ourselves on building the reputation as the best plumbing and septic company in the Tampa Bay area. But don't take it from me. Look us up on Google and you will see that we have a 4.8 star rating with over 100 reviews. We also have multiple awards and recognition from multiple online review sites such as Angie's List, Yelp, and Facebook. We do everything plumbing and septic, from residential to commercial, new construction to service. You can find us at tampaplumber.net or call us at 813-PLUMBER. I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. As a plumbing and septic company with over 100 years of combined experience, we know how frustrating a sewer backup can be. That is why we pride ourselves on being able to identify the cause of a problem before a backup ever happens. One of the tools we use to identify a problem in the sewer system is a video inspection camera. This camera runs through the drain line and is able to identify and locate any problems in the sewer system on a live feed. We then take that information from the live feed and are able to provide a recommendation on how to best fix the problem, oftentimes without the use of any excavation. If you are experiencing any problems with your sewer system, you can find us at tampaplumber.net or call us at 813-PLUMBER.
Hi, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers, and welcome to our website. So what's different about Tampa Bay Plumbers? Everything is different about us. Our company does literally everything that involves plumbing, water, drainage, sewer, septic. We handle it from A to Z, which is completely different than just about every company in town. If you call a plumber, they don't do septic necessarily. Definitely if you call a septic contractor, they don't do plumbing. In addition to doing a very wide scope of services, we do them extremely well. And the reason why is our process and our people. We have spent many years perfecting our craft, and we've also spent many years finding the best people to operate our system. And we have by far the best plumbers in town. I will put my guys up against any companies, anywhere, anytime, any place. And that's just evidence in the type of quality work that we put out. Go online and look at our reviews on Google, look at our reviews on Angie's List. No one else is as highly rated as us unless they're putting bogus reviews up. But our company takes a lot of pride in what we do on a daily basis, and we hope that you give us a chance. Again, I'm Ryan with Tampa Bay Plumbers. Thanks a lot for visiting our site.
You have been listening to the Business Happy Hour with Frank Coto, Ryan Pelky, and Doug Ford. Now, back to the show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Here in studio with Leo Kane from Barrel Engineering, 813-302-1830. 813.
Love that number.
302-1830. It's almost as good as 813 engineer.
Yeah.
Hold on. Ooh, it's going to be like 813 mortgage. One too many letters. That's okay, though.
Engineers can't spell, so it's perfect.
Well, people more normally can't spell mortgage either. So
I get on them so much. I'm like,
That's
Excel,
hilarious.
Word, they all have spell check. Use spell check.
I'm bad for it. I talk into my phone all the time. If you ever got one of my texts, you'll know. But, all right, so going back to this. So let me go full circle on what I asked you earlier. We're asking you how many these inspections you do have issues. So maybe 20 to 30%. So this solution that we came up with, specific to like the 4-point inspections or being able to close, was that Ryan and Doug's teams can go in and fix these issues that come up before the closing. Because let's face it, if you're buying from a bank, the bank is not going to do anything. The bank's going to say, sorry, it's as is. take it or leave it.
Well, I believe we already do that. But what we're trying to do is, or what we're going to do is have a company that does all the 4 points. So like we essentially will take care of everything.
The plumbing, the electrical, the
plumbing,
roof.
AC, electrical, roof, anything that they don't have to keep calling every individual company. They just call us and it's a one-stop shop, and we don't charge a dime until closing.
Exactly.
That's an awesome program.
Yeah, that's the premise of it, is if, whether you need roofing, electrical, HVAC, or plumbing, we have the contractors in the network that are going to come out and make those repairs, so that way the house the deal can close with no out-of-pocket expense until closing.
But then you get those gray areas where, like, you have ungrounded outlets or you have galvanized plumbing. Some insurance companies aren't going to want to write on that, but it's not necessarily wrong.
Right. So it's twofold situation. It's the insurance company, you're right, and the lender, though. So, it can also come down to not just the 4 point, because honestly, I don't need the 4 point for the loan. That's just for the insurance guy to give me insurance. But who blows a lot of our deals up are the appraisers.
Yeah,
the appraiser sees a leak. Boom, Doug's already out there. They see anything going on with plumbing, Ryan's out there. And the appraisers will mess with us on those, outlets or anything they consider safety issues, the stupidest things in the world.
Yeah, I know FHA last October 2016, they redid their guidelines to try and keep appraisers from blowing up deals. They redid HUD Handbook 4000.1. The nice thing about our transactions is we're all confidential. So we're between the buyer, whoever hires us, and us.
Right.
So if there's an issue and they're like, should I forward this to I'm like, you don't forward this to your lender, you don't forward this to your insurance agent.
And people don't realize that. But that's also the reason you were telling me sell my report back to the association, because the association is required to have the report that I paid for. They did.
They called me. They're like, I didn't get a copy of the report. I'm like, I'm sorry, you have to talk to Frank. It's between our contracts with him.
So I've kind of got it, So I'm
well done.
They should pay for it.
Well
it's ridiculous that they haven't done
it
themselves.
By Florida statute are required.
They're going to pay for it.
They're going
to pay for it.
So I'm going to be kind of like the nice guy. I'm going to go in and get to know everybody, go to the first meeting, and then be like, hey, by the way, to the board, hey guys, look, I had this done. Your association hasn't had this done yet, And depending on how they're treating me, I may do it as like a gift to the board, to be like the nice guy since there's only 25 people in there, Or if they're not, then I'm gonna be like, all right, here you go. It just went up to 1,500.
Well, I know when I get the call like, oh, you really need these tweaks. I'm like, okay, he finally gave it to them. There's always a tweak needed. There's a board member who's been sitting on information for so long and forgot about it and wasn't in the report. I'm like, Arr.
Yeah, you'll know. I'll tell you when I give it to him.
Don't give it to him for free.
Nah, probably not.
Definitely not.
Please don't.
You know me better than that.
Please don't.
Yeah, we definitely
make some money on it. Make some money on it.
I may share a little information with my board, but not give it to the HOA.
Yeah, like, hey, if you don't get this, we're going to sue you.
Yeah. Well,
that's the information.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Here's my attorney's phone number.
There's some tables that I put in my reports that you really can't read. The boards love them because they're the charts I'm talking about.
Right.
The tables have all the data, but the charts, the board loves them, but you really can't read the charts. But they just see the little green lines, little red lines. Are like, oh, it's all green.
It's like green is good. Put your foot on the gas. All right. So what you guys obviously set yourself apart. I love the idea that you can actually get things done. From a structural side, you can do the permitting, the reverse permitting or retroactive. I love that. We do that in our business all the time. And you like the business plan. So listeners, there's going to be more to come on this business plan. But I'll tell you right now, if you are in this situation where you are trying to close on a property and there's an issue and the seller's not going to work with you, whether it's a bank or a person, and you want to buy this and you can't get into a renovation loan or do something else creative, call us. Go to the Business Happy Hour. Go to our Facebook page. Ryan will log in from his computer and find your note.
Don't forget the app.
Don't forget the app. You can go find the Business Happy Hour. That's
Find
right.
me on Facebook.
Find Ryan.
Find me on Facebook.
You might get a message a week later.
My response time won't be very good.
No.
You can
Not
find
90 seconds or less.
You can
call
find me
813 Plumber, and you get immediate response.
There you go.
Hours
Or
a day,
888 Roof. No, but find us in all seriousness, and we'll help you guys out and get that done. And of course, if you need the engineering, anything, whether it's a home inspection or for structural stuff or for the retroactive permits or 203Ks, we're going to start using you guys for all of our 203Ks and our reno loans now that we have a great relationship going. But you do not go anywhere besides Barrel Project Engineering. I mean, there's a small local company right here just like us, and a personal experience. Now they've done multiple things for us, and they've really helped us out. And again, reasonable and fast turn time. So can't thank you enough.
No, thank you
for that. 813-302-1830. So the solution we've come up with is good. We know we're fixing a solution. We know that we have the right person to do it. So going back to the market for just a second, guys, before we sign off, rates are up right now. And they're
going up. They're not going to stop.
They're not going to stop, right?
No.
And we were talking at a pre-meeting that you're close to 5% now if you're looking for a standard 30-year fixed mortgage, unless you have perfect scenarios.
People still need to live somewhere.
That's
Bingo.
the highest it's been in 10 plus years.
For sure.
Maybe 12, 13 years.
I would say close to it. Yeah, right before the crash.
2004, 2005, 2006 was when it was 5%.
6, 7. Yeah, it was right there. It didn't start going down until probably 8.
When the recession happened is when everything started going way, way down.
Right.
Well, Treasury yields are rising, so I kind of feel like it's.
Well, when the T-bill goes up is when
the
the rates go up, correct?
That's when it has to
the
go
bonds,
up.
yeah.
That's when it has to go up. But I mean, for a while, the Fed's controlled the rates so much. I mean, but I feel like the Fed is losing their ability to control the rates. I think the market now is starting to dictate the rates more than the Fed.
Completely. I completely agree.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's going to be interesting. But I mean, at a certain point, everything's getting more and more expensive. Auto loans are becoming more expensive.
Right.
And plus the cost of vehicles have gone up so much because of all the environmental controls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're talking cars cost twice as much as they did just 10 years ago.
Yeah, Ford Explorers are like $60,000 now.
But they're computers. They're rolling computers.
That's true.
You can do Facebook on your car.
F-350
That's
Dually, I had an 05 I bought for like $35,000-$40,000. A new one's like $80,000.
I spent $83,000
Exactly.
on my truck that's in the parking lot.
And I had your exact same
That's
truck. It
insane.
was 05 that was $40,000.
I'm going to go pull a boat out of the mud, though, here in a few minutes. So.
All for $80,000. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the Business Happy Hour. Don't forget to find our app on iHeart Radio website. You can download it. And Leo from Barrel Engineering, thank you so much for coming, man.
Yeah, no, this was fun.
Awesome. It's been a great guest, and we'll have you back one day. We'll see you guys next week.